Okay, it is Sunday morning. I am getting ready. I am almost done with this trip. I held it together for a very long time. The small-minded people are the ones who are the most like, oh, you just need to be more flexible. We're on a trip right now, especially in a foreign country. And they're the ones who are like, oh my God, there's a KFC. Oh my God, this is like American Alley. I was like, do you understand how globalization works? Oh, why don't they speak English? I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it's just been worse. This has been the worst. This particular place has been the absolute worst. The amount of feeling I get from like the nationalist like tendencies in this particular small backwards town is like ridiculous. On the tour they were like, oh yeah, we're like bringing you all back to your hometowns, like your native motherland, like I'm gonna be able to find your ancestors. I was gonna be like, excuse me, can you find my ancestors? Are you freaking kidding me? Don't use such exclusionary language. That's also another thing. This has been the most exclusionary location. We don't have anything to do here. There's no food, and we had to sit outside in the sun all day because there was nothing else to do and they didn't think of things. And instead of like allowing people who weren't doing the activities during the day to like stay at the hotel, we all had to sit outside, and there weren't any concessions or like any accommodations. And again, some of us are dying. Like I'm doing okay with my stomach because I made myself throw up, but other people are not doing okay and they had to sit outside in the sun all day. I'm gonna go see if my mom wants to go to lunch, breakfast, whatever it is. Oh, and as again, like if it would have been communicated that this was a family reunion and like a homeland tour, I 100% would not have signed up because again, I am obviously not from Germany. And as another point of, you know, how small-minded people are, they're like, it's really great to see like colored people out here in Berlin. It was just really heartwarming. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Do you understand like immigration politics in Germany especially, and a lot of places in Europe right now with like all of the wars going on? And like, and as another thing, they're like, do you think there are Native Americans here? Because like, I don't know, I just am curious. I was like, oh my God, it's so ridiculous. So I would say I'm trying to be open-minded, and again, I'm getting very annoyed with people being condescending to me because also people think I'm like 25 here. I think it's based on my looks, not my attitude, but at the same time, it's like they also need to open their mind because I literally think that they think I just am picky eating, because I still can't believe that lady was like, oh, this is part of traveling in a foreign country is like trying new foods. Number one, I grew up in Minnesota. I've tried dairy and pork before. That's how I know I can't eat dairy or pork. It's just like, ugh. It's like everybody's so condescending. And they're all like my parents' age. So it's like they're condescending, old, and they haven't really done much. It's just crazy without going into details. But yeah, anyway. So this hotel is like nice. I think I got like actually a really good room. So basically we had talked to the person who had planned it, and we paid like $150 per night here, but apparently it was originally supposed to be like $300 per night. And then for a deluxe room, I think I might have a deluxe room because it's a lot bigger than my parents' room, but it's supposed to be like $600 a night. So I think I got a decent deal on this. Plus I got 2 nights of sleep, which is something I desperately needed, and I was able to throw up here by myself. Yeah, this town is like odd. They like gave a PowerPoint presentation to like, I think it's like for investments in the city, to be honest. It was just like, oh yeah, there's like immigration coming in and we're like growing as a city. Like everybody says that, you know, it's like what you do when you're trying to get like, you know, companies to invest. But at the same time, it was like, they had a list of like where the countries the people came from. And I'm like, oh my gosh, some of these people maybe got on the wrong bus because why did they come here? But also at the same time, economic migrants go where there's jobs. So it makes sense on that perspective as well. But yeah, this has been a long trip. When I was sitting at breakfast, I was trying to figure out where my room was, so I figured it out. I'm not the ones over there with the slanted windows and the skylight. I'm the ones with the 2-paned windows. And that was where we were eating breakfast. You can't see my finger. In that little straight way place, they put up like a banquet table for us. But they put it up so that they would separate us from like the actual paying people. I mean, we're paying, but it's like we're like a big group and we're not paying like the market rate for everything. The birds are so loud. Just I'm gonna look. I think I'm gonna do waffle. It was almost an emergency and I almost had to use the bathroom on the bus. But again, since everybody thinks I have food poisoning still, I'm not using an emergency only bathroom. So we made it here just in time. We like ordered some lunch and stuff. We have like a 45-minute break because of like bus and heavy truck driving regulations. So I'll show you what we got. It was actually pretty reasonably priced, I would say. I think it was like 23 euro. Oh, and you could use your voucher at the kiosk to get the €1 off for using the toilet. This is the Nordic style fries thing, and then my dad got a burger with fries, and then I got mango sauce because it sounded nice. I've been having regrets not buying this, but this is $2.29 right now. It was $1.50 or €1.50, and there's also the thumbs up one. Oh man. Just bought an Aperol Spritz on the bus to use up my coins. I've never had it in a bottle before. It's kind of like strong. It's a little bit burny, but it also says like to put it with ice and oranges, so that might be why. Okay, I am in this new place. Where are we in? Something on Rhine. Rudesheim? Rudesheim? I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is what it's called. The hotel. Not gonna pronounce it wrong. Also, it's kind of hot in here. I need to figure out how to turn on a fan. I don't think that there's aircon, which is fine. I just need to turn on a little bit of air circulation. But let me show you the room. It was pretty quick and easy. I did pay for a single supplement, so it was I think extra €30, which is totally worth it because without air conditioning, I can't handle the other lady complaining about there's no air conditioning. Okay, so we're only in here for one night, so it's like kind of basic, but that's fine. It's like a 3-star. The other hotels that the city folks have been like very good accommodations. This one's a little bit more like what the country folks are having just in general. Well, this is 3 stars. And it's very basic, but again, we're gonna be here just one night. This is like a very picturesque area, but it does have a shower gel and shampoo, 2-in-1. It is a shower, but there is a little bit of a lip. So yesterday's was the only one I had that was like a walk-in shower, but this is the bathroom. There's actually a lot of storage in here, to be honest. But got that, got a hairdryer. Over here is probably the fridge, safe. Let's check if there's money. Oh, I can't open it. And the fridge, but the fridge isn't on. Closet. And then over here is the bed. And it's like a full-on bed, not like 2 twins. And it's just very nice. So, the desk is actually quite nice too. Yeah. Hotel Altdeutsche Weinstube in Rudesheim on Rhein. So, we're right by the Rhine River. As an update, I did find a sign. I thought it was posted, not by a nail, but talking about the air conditioning, so I just turned on the fan. But I can't control the temperature, which is fine. I just literally needed a fan. The view across the way is like literally apartments, so people are out there doing their laundry, so I'm gonna close these curtains here. So I have a couple of things that I scoped out for us to do. We got in earlier than we thought. We were supposed to get in at like 2:45, but we left a half hour earlier. So we got here at 2:15 and like on the dot a half an hour earlier. Sorry, there's a police car. I thought it had passed. There are a few things I think we should do. There's like this skylift thing that I think we should do to like see the Rhine River Valley, like the wineries, vineyards and stuff. And then also there's some wine themed things because we are like in the land of Rieslings. So I have that. And we're supposed to try the Rudesheimer coffee or whatever. It's basically an Irish coffee, but with like, I don't know, German stuff instead of Irish stuff. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I know I can't do it stomach-wise because my stomach is not exactly 100%, and even at 100% probably couldn't have done it. My mom can do it though. I don't know if she's going to do it. And then what else are we going to do? I looked at some dinner places and things just to scope it out. There's like one place I really want to go, but like my dad and I don't drink wine. My mom does. So maybe she'll take one for the team. Sounds like I'm making my mom do all this stuff. She enjoys it. She just didn't do the research. So I think she's here. Hold on. So my mom picked these up in, I don't remember where we were, but they're German. But we're gonna try them. They have the extreme salt and they're like a hard licorice. They're individually wrapped. So I'm gonna try one, and these are hers obviously. But I'm also like, are these Dutch? No, they're German. I just sniffed them. They are very black licorice, but they are individually wrapped, as you can see. So this is what they look like. My mom's making a face and a lot of noise. So she gives it a thumbs up. Oh, this is good. Haven't gotten to the salt part, but it's very black red licorice. So I know it's a very divisive. People don't like it, but I love black licorice. I hate red licorice, but this is good. It's like so flavorful that it's cooling in my mouth. It's like actually the medicinal properties of the licorice. My mom told me how to eat it. Apparently you're supposed to suck on it, and then the salt from the inside, the extreme salt, comes out of there's like holes on the small sides of the rectangle. So there's like little holes where the air can pass through and the salt comes out. My mom is making a lot of faces. I don't know if it's a good face or a bad face. Okay, thumbs up. Figured out where we bought this. Also, we bought it yesterday in that small ass town. This was the only purchase my mom made. But I chose it and she bought it. But yeah, when the salt streams out of it, it's very cold as well. It's a very strange sensation. This is cute. Truly a little town here. Being by the river. My mom doesn't want to cross the street because she says, let's wait until we go up ahead. I'm not sure what she's thinking about. Turn for ice cream. I think she got sorbet. But this place is actually kind of less expensive than the middle of nowhere we were yesterday. I'm gonna force my mom to get that shirt. We honestly don't know how, but oh, now I see people from our group actually. We just came this way. My mom wanted to look at the river, but then she was like, actually I just saw the river. So now we're in like the town square area, plaza. I don't know if you can see it on video, but we're going uphill from the river. It's like very slight incline, maybe like 5-10 degrees.
It's too big of a tourist town to shut down.
So these are each 10 euros, and we got the round trip. There is one that like you can take the gondola thing up, and then there's like a chairlift down. We end up in a different city. I wanted to do that one, but then it's like a different city. But it also takes 3 hours. This kind of goes fast. Like when the people come in, they're kind of going real fast. We made it on. I'm riding backwards. We had to decide which way. Oh, it's very loud. We're cruising like no other right now. So my dad didn't come with us, so it's just me and my mom. It would have been a lot of negotiation if my dad came. But look, great vineyards below us. So the Rhine River Valley is known for Riesling wine. I think after this we might go to the wine museum where you can sample a bunch of wines. I think they said 160 in the brochure is available, so you have to choose. But it's beautiful. Mom says this is her first time on a cable car before. I've never been over a vineyard before on a cable car. Oh my gosh, there's one with just wreaths in it. Funniest thing is when the people are like 2 parents and a kid, they send the stroller down separately. So I took a photo and I accidentally caught one of the strollers. Mom questioned whether or not we go on this. So I said, we're going on this. She's like, well, you don't like tourist stuff. The gondola rides are worth it. The one in Busan's really nice, the new one. It's not new anymore. I love that. I think we're gonna go into the station soon. Coming over a forest. This one, there is. This is the view from the top. And this is just from the basic ticket. You can also walk down for cheaper. As an update, I lied again. This is apparently a temple. It's not the thing that I said, the Niederwald thing. So I guess this is the Niederwald forest that's like in paintings and stuff. Didn't know that. I just saw that there was a tourist attraction. We're coming up on the other thing that's here, which is the Niederwald monument sculpture thing. Now I know I got that one right. But it's quite huge. Like, we're all the way down here still. I'm gonna try to zoom in, but you can see the chairlift things. But it actually was kind of a far ride. Walking down kind of is far. So if you are walking down in the summer, bring water or buy some at the rest stop up here. But there's a lot of cruise tour groups here as well. There's another one coming. Okay, so this is the sculpture. It's pretty big. I still don't know who it is. I am gonna Google, but we don't have very good reception here right now. Backlit for you, but it says Strasbourg Metz Le Bourgeois. I can't read the rest. Sorry, my eyes are bad. My Google search has told me that this is to commemorate the unification of Germany. So the River Gorge Valley thing here is the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's clearer once we get up here that that is not a he. It's like a sign of freedom. Ruins is 2.2 kilometers and about a 30-minute hike. And then the thing on the map, I should have showed you the map, was like a red guy with hiking backpack. So I think that means you should hike. So we're not doing that. We're gonna go back down, do the lazy people thing, go to the Museum of Wine and test some wine perhaps. Even though I don't like Rieslings, but I did go to that one white wine event. on Google Maps. We were gonna get back to the loop towards the cable car, but so there is an observation deck, which I do think we found. So walking down this little path to the left of where we were standing before with all the info about UNESCO and, you know, the monument, etc. There's like a little bit of an opening here to some of the vineyards. Just gonna take a look. Looks like there's a tractor. It's chaos suddenly. There's this like group of like 10 people. It's not even 10 people, it's really 4 people. Okay, we came up around. There's like a plaza here with restaurant and food. We're going back down, and both times my mom and I got the cart that had the sweaty people in them and sweaty men each time, and my butt is now sweaty from their sweat. Now we're out. I think we are going faster now down than we were on the way up. And we did meet some of our tour people when we were at the top. We also met them on the walk to here. My mom thought we were going to the wine museum, and I was like, no, we're going to the same place they are. They ended up being in front of us because they went to the automated ticket machine and I went to the old style ticket master. So, but sometimes my credit card doesn't work. But now we're like going down out of the forest. Okay, there's the, that's the sculpture thing. And again, from down here, it looked like it was a man. It's not, it's freedom. The last cable car leaves at 7. There aren't any people in these ones. Is there nobody coming up? Except for my mom said I almost got kissers on the video, the last clip. There's nobody in these. What the heck? There's wind chimes somewhere. Or is it 1 o'clock? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Those are church chimes, not wind chimes. It's really pretty over there with the hedge, but the church chimes are going. Just turned 5. There was a stroller trolley. This is a museum. It's closed right now, but it's a museum. The Mechanical Museum. It is quite picturesque, but kind of like very touristy picturesque style, because it's like some of the stuff probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't a tourist destination. Backside this like castle-y looking thing that we saw on the gondola ride. It's called a Busenberg. I don't know. Anyway, we can't linger too long. There's also Jesus, if you care about Jesus. Too bad this car park is here because this would be a scenic view. I guess maybe it's in that same building. My mom asked if that was where we were going, and it doesn't match the name, but it does look like it is in the same building. Also, it's not in the same building because that's the one with the mural thing. There's another museum here. Sorry, shaky footage. Mechanicum, the Summertime and Wine, the Riesling thing, because we should be able to go in. It should be free according to the brochure. And then if you want to buy tokens to taste, yeah, there's 160 different types of wines to try out. In the same building, it's just the entrance is in the back. So that's that Mechanical Museum. So anyway, we can buy tokens and then split. But they have 160 wines to try. A wine tasting. This is not a museum. So that brochure was a little confusing. So it's like a vinotheque. Well, I mean, it kind of is a museum. There's info on each of the things, on each of the different wines. But we're gonna try to figure out how to do this wine tasting. So my mom and I are gonna split the wine tasting. There's so many options, so I don't know. We're never gonna know what all 160 taste like. A lot of information. So they gave us 10 coins, 19 euros, and then you get a glass. She said to tilt it because there's under pressure. So if you have it like this, it'll come out too fast. You just put the coin in and then it'll choose which one you want by pushing the button. We also gave popcorn to neutralize the taste in between tastings. First we're trying this one, the Rudesheim. So it's from the same city and it's the Riesling. It's the expensive one. She chose the expensive one. Found it. My mom has expensive taste. Most of the other wines I looked at were like $10.50 or $13. This one's $45. So this is what the coin looks like. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Then it turned to blue. I hope that was what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be metered, I think. She said 20 mils. That looks 20 mils. It smells pretty good, actually. It smells kind of smooth, so let's see. It smells smooth. Oh, it actually is quite nice. It's not super dry. It's a little bit more on like the smooth. It does actually taste smooth. It's like a smooth, sweetish dry. I don't know. I'm not a wine person, but it tastes better than the ones that I tried from the French wine tasting I went to. I told my mom if I was choosing by the label, this one's cool looking, so let's see if it looks good. It's also GG. I don't know what GG means. The answer is GG is expensive-ish. I don't actually know what GG still means, but maybe we should try that one. But we have 160 options, so we can't do 2 in the same room, perhaps.
Exactly.
Okay, so new plan. I'll just show you all of the options here in case you're like a Riesling connoisseur or like a German wine connoisseur. This is just from one of the rooms. I'll have to go back to the other one we just came out of. None of these labels are really catching my eye. Bookmarking this one for later. It's Pinot Noir. I don't really know if I like Pinot Noirs actually. I came back into the first room to show you the options, but yeah, this one's still calling my name. I don't know, these seem more trendy in label design. Except for this one. They didn't get the memo. This is the third room. Oh, these are crazy designs on the labels. This one's really trendy. I think I like that one, number 23. Just by label design. This one's too crazy. And on the other side of number 3. Using my criteria for label design, we're using this one. This one smells good too. I wasn't expecting a red, to be completely honest, but I know nothing about wine. I feel like it's a full-bodied. I actually think it is. I'm not just using words. I don't think my mom likes it, so I think this one's all mine. It's very sweet though. I usually go for a dry red. Also, sorry, the lighting's bad in here. I usually go for a dry red, but this is kind of sweet. It's like semi-dry. I'd say semi-dry. I'm gonna fix my makeup, but my mom said that she thought it was very dry, so I like dry wine though, so to me it's not that dry. We're in like the middle spot with some tables because there's a lot of Americans being allowed. So we're looking here at these. I mean, I kind of like these labels, but oh my god, a squirrel. Maybe my mom won't choose that one. That one's a church. Alcohol free. So they do have alcohol free ones. De-alkalized herb infused. That sounds interesting. My mom's next choice is this Pinot Noir from 49.9. I think that was the one that I was like, I like the label. My mom was like, I think I'm gonna like it, and then she immediately starts coughing. She likes it. She doesn't like it. Her throat is itchy, so I think it's allergies because my allergies are pretty bad. And we were in farmland. It smells pretty good actually. It smells drier than the other one we just tried though. Oh, it's slightly sweeter. But also like in the back it's kind of dry. I don't know. I don't care for it that much. You can finish it. There's a bistro in here, but it's closed already because it closes at 6 and we're here at like 5:30. But it's kind of cute. I think I just need to be in the city. I think that's what it comes down to. This is a very trendy tourist city, but still a city. The badger on it, Mom. I mean, if I'm choosing based on label, which is how I choose my wine, the badger one might win. That's a donkey. Not quite as funny as a badger. I don't know, I kind of like these ones too, but the badger one's pretty good. I'm using my choice to do the one with the badger, so we're going to do that one. It's a dry Riesling. And this one is from Rudesheim too. It's only pink because I had a little bit of red wine drops in it. There's no water here, but I did do this guy, the badger. Okay, gonna give it a sniff. Honestly, there's too many wines in here to smell. Wish there was water. It's like very fruit flavored. You can really taste the white grape. I don't really even like white wine, but I think this is my favorite one so far, even though it's kind of pink right now. My mom just let me have the rest. I think for dinner we're gonna, or at least I'm gonna try the apple wine here because I want to see if it's better than the one from Frankfurt. Because Frankfurt is also known for apple wine and it wasn't very good. It was fine, but it wasn't like dry or anything. People said it's a very acquired taste and I didn't have any taste. In case I didn't say, this is what I had, and we tried a spot Burgunder. We've tried it already. My mom was like, we need to try one of those, but we have. It's this one. Okay, we're gonna try this Benedictus one. It comes from like the Benedictine monastery, nunnery, whatever the word is, for Saint Hildegard. But that's the info, and it's in Rudesheim. Caption, my mom chose the crazy one. We have 9 minutes left. We have like 5 coins left. Oh, this one is unexpected. I'm gonna have my mom taste it first. It's like very sweet and very fruity, and it's kind of fizzy. Like I wasn't expecting it to be kind of fizzy. Could just be because I have no idea what a fine herb is or what a fine guard is. There are still a lot of people in here. Hold on, do we go in here? We for sure have not been in this one because I couldn't remember, but I would remember that label. I've never wanted to use my 3rd finger so much on this trip, but maybe it is fitting that I choose this one. Came out again? Mm-hmm. Is it out?
Yes.
Oh no. It came out and the coin didn't come out. And there is wine left in there, so I don't know why it's not coming out of the thing. My mom went to go talk to the front desk. Okay, so she just reset the machine. This one's quite nice. It's like kind of dry. We actually don't know what it's supposed to taste like because we didn't even see it. I just chose by the label. Yeah, my mom said it's drier than sweet, which is definitely true. We have to find it though. Oh, this one, Pinot, oh, it's a Rosé Pinot Noir, Mom. It's dry. It's from this guy here. 2 generations. We're really in a rush. There are people who just came in though, so I don't feel quite as bad, but I don't know if they're gonna like lock us out, you know? But we're in the, I don't know which room this is. This is the closest to the desk, but on the right-hand side when you're walking from the desk. 3 minutes and my mom's using Google Translate. So for the sake of time, we're going to try this fine herb because we both like the one from the Benedictus brand. So we're gonna try that guy. The Barth fine herb. Left-hand side one. So this one smells like it's also going to be kind of nice. It smells like kind of sweet, kind of dry. I would say that's pretty apt. I think I like the Benedictus one better. It's slightly more fruity. This one has a little bit of a... The reason why I don't like white wine is sometimes it tastes like a penny to me. It kind of tastes like a penny. We're gonna try this one, the Brutsbruder Karl May. And that guy is from way down there, no city. This is the Brutsbruder one, the one with the handshake. This one is not my favorite, like by far. It's not my favorite at all. I very much dislike it. It's like very thick. It's very strong flavor too, like a punch. Kind of has kind of a burnt flavor to it in the back, and kind of like a chemical burning flavor, like rubber. You know, like when you drive past where somebody hit the brakes and there's rubber, and then you breathe it in. Down to the wire, we have 2 coins left. We're gonna go back to this guy because this is the one I wanted because of the label. This one smells promising after that last one. This one's nice. Okay, this is the one we just tried. I looked at the wrong Jung. This is the last one my mom chose, and this is our last coin, that's what I mean. And we're gonna do the Ingelheimer Cuvée Noir, and this is from Arndt F. Werner. Don't know, but he is from across the river. I would have never chosen this, but it does have a stamp on it, so it must win something. This one smells very dry. I did it off camera, but I'm telling you, it smells very dry. Not my favorite. This was not my favorite to land on. We should have ended on the Benedictus one. The monks would never steer us wrong. They know how to change water into wine. There are fruit flies, but you can also buy bottles if you liked them. They have the bottle price on here, so that's what it has been. But they also have full-on bottles available, so if you just like it, you just pick it up and take it with you. In terms of location, it's right by the train station. It's in there. Okay, the wine tasting was fun. Definitely a good intro into German wine, but it did reinforce I am not a wine person whatsoever, so that's basically what I learned. However, the Benedictine monks or whatever, they know how to make their wine. Actually, they were nuns. There was a lady for sure, because she had the cloth thing on her head. This is the Customs Castle, Castle Niederberg. Was wondering, because I was like, is it a Roman wall thing? No, it's a castle. So I guess this is the Carl Jung Garden. Don't know. Does have Carl Jung on the house back there. So I found out, and it wasn't the toughest of codes, why everything's open on a Sunday. It's because of cruise traffic. Like all of the shops around here and in the town square are open. I don't know what the dance called. That was poor timing. This is what my mom saw first when she was like, ice cream. By the way, oh, I should pay my single supplement. I go to a random restaurant I found because they have apple wine, and that was one of the missions for today. And they also had some famous soup that sounded nice, so gonna get that too probably. There's some sort of group drinking event at 7, so we tried to get out because it was like either we needed to leave right then and there or else we needed to do the event, the group event, and then probably stay for like another hour or so to like do the team bonding stuff on the last night. But we have not eaten since the truck stop, and my mom and I guess had popcorn, but it was like a half a bag of popcorn, so it doesn't really count. So when my mom and I were on a walk earlier, my mom had looked at this place because they have a banner, and I remember reading it because she was looking at it. Also cute little side street. Has to-go bratwurst. But anyway, they also have a wine and beer garden and a restaurant. Some people in our tour were there, but it seems as if perhaps they had no seats. So perhaps we'll end up here. It has like significantly more reviews than the others. My mom got the small beer, I got the big beer because she's gonna get the coffee later. It truly was a large salad that my dad got. He also got a Coke, but he got chicken on it. I got the currywurst from the daily specials. My mom got the bratwurst. I was kind of considering it. It's the last night and I have it in the room, so I can be in a tummy ache later. But she has potatoes, kraut, and mustard. The mustard's quite cute with a little gooseberry.
Good job.
It even has a special spoon. My mom was it's hot, the happy recipient of the choice to get the Rudesheimer coffee because I can't eat it, especially this close to a flight. But it's quite pretty, the presentation. There's some corporal punishment going on the sidelines, but the restaurant was fine. It wasn't my favorite. I was really looking forward to having the, I was looking forward to having the soup because they had bone marrow and like dumpling, like what's a Jewish soup called? Anyway, that kind of soup. And I was looking forward to having it, but they had no spots for us. But then somebody from our trip was actually going to leave, and they had 3 chairs. But we decided to just go to the other restaurant. I was gonna get ice cream, but that place looked a little bit not so good. And with my stomach the way it is, I'm not gonna risk it. It had a lot of like condensation on the glass, and it's not that hot out, so a little bit iffy. We're on the walk back to the hotel, but my mom was like, we need to take your father to the river, so we're taking him to the river. Oh, they're not crossing the street, so apparently I'm just the only guy walking across the street. Our hotel also had the tickets, so we didn't have to stand on the line. And then this is the info for all of the restaurants in the area, reception. So after that time they lock it, you have to use a second key. Okay, so I'm in my parents' room because they're packing and I don't want to sit in my room by myself. I don't know how to pack for tomorrow / get ready for tomorrow. It's 100 degrees in New York City right now and it's like 65 here. So I don't know how to dress for the plane because the plane is also going to be cold. So I'm going to want to wear my winter sweater I accidentally wore instead of my summer weight gray sweater that looks exactly the same, but they're different weights. But I'm also like, I don't know what to do with it once I get to New York, so it's gonna be like, and I have to stand and wait for the train multiple times. So this is like actually kind of crazy, but it's actually not. I'm just being overly dramatic, but it is a strategy issue. It's the last night. I've been carrying these around all 2 weeks of my trip, but they are probably a little bit crushed, but I cannot fit them in my suitcase because of how much air is in these, so we're gonna have to at least crack them open. These are going to be these limited edition crunchies, why did I put that in there? Burrito style chips. And by the time you see this, not available anymore, but these are a nutrition score of D. I've only seen one thing as an E, and that was somebody bought a dragon fruit and pineapple juice of some type, and that was an E. I've never seen an E before. Some of my other chips were not even a D, so we're gonna try this out. So anyway, let me crack these open and I'll talk to you in a bit. Oh, they smell like burritos. I'm gonna try to find like a smaller. They're actually not as crushed as I thought they would be, so maybe the air is a good thing. Also, this angle is terrible. You're propped up on a bed, not even a headboard. I don't even know what this is. Not my favorite flavor. My mom doesn't like it either. It has like a weird sweet flavor. It kind of tastes like vegan meat. like when they put too much salted items in it to try to make it taste like meat. So out of the 3 chips I bought, I only like the currywurst one, which is not a special limited edition flavor at all. So would not recommend these. By the time you see this, not limited edition anymore, so probably not available. But these were kind of gross. I don't know what to do with them because I also don't really want to eat the calories. I guess we can hand them out on the bus at 7 o'clock in the morning. So my dad said, and my mom said, that they taste like the Chipotle burrito, the barbecue shredded beef or something from Chipotle. I don't eat Chipotle, so I don't know. But they were not my favorite. Okay, so since the other one was kind of a fail, I'm gonna do these Lay's. I bought these in Czech. They're hot chicken wings, but the languages on the back are Polish, Estonian, Latvian, Lithuanian, Hungarian, Czech, and Slovakian. I'm guessing SK is Slovakia. So I guess they're like only available in Eastern Europe, so we shall try them. I'm actually kind of excited because I'm trying to see if these are going to taste like the ones from Korea that were my favorite ever. They got discontinued and the brand doesn't even exist anymore. I can tell you they smell like roasted chicken, so they're not gonna taste like my favorite chips ever, but this is what they look like. They're like the little ridges. They actually taste good. They taste like actually like chicken. They taste like roasted chicken. So good. My mom and I both like them, which was very different than that burrito. The whole family. My mom says it's too spicy for her, but both of us, my dad and I both thought that this one was good, and it took the burrito taste of the other chips out of the mouth. So these ones are one. The burrito one, I wasted €2. I'm still on the hunt for the replacement for my swing chips, the chicken flavor one. I'm so sad that that brand is out of business because those are my favorite chips ever, actually. And it wasn't just because I got desperate in Korea for chips, but yeah, these are pretty good. I would buy these again. Also, I'm going to say that Lay's outside of the US, much better chips. Because the ones that I bought in Belgium last year were also really good, so why don't they bring the international flavors to the States? Is it because of regulations and like ingredients and stuff? But I mean, like, European regulations are usually stricter than US regulations. Also, I got sunburned and I am also breaking out, so my skin needs to be back to the United States so I can use my full skincare routine again. But yeah, these, so good. In case you're curious, my room is a lot more technologically advanced. Not only is there aircon, but I also have this USB charger and a reading light next to my bed. But I'm not using the USB charger. But yeah, drinking water, a lot of water. I'm feeling dehydrated. Okay, so I'm back in my room. So I think I like my room better than my parents' room. I think there's a slightly bigger, but the layout is different. Also, they face the bar street, and right now is Swiss versus Germany for soccer, and it just started, which means they're not gonna sleep very well tonight. But yeah, it's like 9:15. I'm gonna go to bed. But I was trying to show you the hallway to show you what it looks like because it's the weirdest layout, and I can't tell if it was like designed like this as a hotel or if it was like converted from a house to a hotel, and that's why the layout is so strange. Basically, you walk either up the staircase or take the elevator up to the first floor, and then you walk a little bit and there's like maybe 7 or 8 rooms, and then there's like a sign that's like go to this way for the other rooms. And from my reckoning, it seems like these are like the single rooms or whatever, or at least the single people from our trip are here in this stack of rooms. But you have to go up 3 stairs and then down another corridor and then down another corridor. So I don't know how this hotel was designed, or like if it was designed as a hotel, I don't know. Anyway, so tested out some chips and stuff. I think I'm gonna try to basically my storage on my phone is all filled up, so I'm going to try to import some other footage into my computer tonight and then go to bed. I think I'm gonna do skincare tonight, like a sheet mask or something, because I am looking rough. Maybe not quite as bad on this camera, thank goodness, and also with this bad lighting. During the afternoon, my room was a lot louder than my parents because I have like a apartment building across the way from me, so there were like a lot of kids yelling and playing in the yard. But tonight they are done. I'm gonna also probably close my window because I have aircon. My parents don't have aircon actually. They have a fan, but they don't have air conditioning. So I'm going to close this quickly. Hold on. There's an old lady looking over the railing, so it's a good thing I have these curtains fully closed. I'm like, how much more closed can I do? These hotels have been a little bit strange. I don't know how to describe it. So everything about Germany is a little bit strange to me. My parents and I were talking about it. So I think that if this had been my first trip to Germany, I 100% would never have come back. I never even would have like uttered like even like the remnant of a thought. Not a remnant, the inkling of a thought of coming to Germany again, because this has been a not great trip. Basically, the trip I took last year was like definitely the best way to do a Germany trip to make you like enjoy it. which was I went to Cologne. That was like my home base, because Cologne is actually very, very well connected with a lot of other cities in Europe. Like you could easily do a day trip to Amsterdam. I went to Brussels one day, and then I could have also gone to Luxembourg. It would have been a little bit of a stretch, but you could have taken the bus to Luxembourg and come back all in the same day. It's right by the Frankfurt airport, so it's pretty easy. It's also by Dusseldorf airport, or Dusseldorf, I don't know how to pronounce it. Dusseldorf, I'm gonna go with that airport. It's right by Bonn. Bonn used to be the capital of Germany when history. And then, yeah, so anyway, it was really good location because I could also go to Heidelberg. I went to Bonn, as I said, Königswinter, went to that castle, a lot of stuff. So if I would have gone to where I was this trip, I don't think I would have come back. Berlin, albeit a large city, is kind of depressing in my opinion, just in the layout and stuff. 100%. I don't know if I can verbalize how icky it made me feel being there. So I am of the opinion that nationalism is never great, and when you are a visitor, as a foreigner coming to a country and getting fed nationalism, especially a little bit more of the white nationalism, or like, welcome, everybody here is connecting with their hometown, their home roots, their parent motherland, like welcome, we're gonna connect you with the real home culture, like etc., was just very alienating. And then on top of that, the fact that the entire program was like sponsored by the city, so I don't want to say too many bad things about it, but it was really, really, really informal. Unlike when we were it was a little bit more formal. They had activities, they had like stuff planned out. A lot of the activities were sponsored and things, and there was like formal stuff, whereas we were just hanging out, and it was like there was no place to hang out, like at least in like the other thing was weren't in like staying in the city. Those of us who had food poisoning, miserable, because we couldn't like do anything. We couldn't go back to the hotel, so we got bussed out at like 8 o'clock or something in the morning, and then we didn't have anything really to do until lunch. And then if they had put on the itinerary that this was going to be a potluck lunch, instead of saying that it was sponsored by the city, I 100% would have planned different. Potlucks make my like absolute skin crawl. Like, especially, oh my gosh, my dad was like, did you see during like the event we had, they put all of the leftover sandwiches and salads sitting out in the hot sun, and they were all mayonnaise based. I didn't show you because honestly a lot of them are making my stomach turn. Like somebody grabbed something, my dad grabbed the same thing because he thought it was a dessert. It was, I don't know what it was. It was like some sort of brown cake thing, I don't know, but on top of it, it had like cream cheese, for lack of a better term. I don't know what it was, but it was like glistening and wet in the sun. It had like, I think herbs of some kind in it, and it was like there, but then because it hadn't been set in the proper temperature controlled, you know, setting, stuff was starting to melt and glisten and kind of slide around. It was just terrible looking. And as somebody who spent most of the night throwing up the day before, that was no good. And then we were stuck. We were like literally stuck. There was no way to get out because our hotel wasn't in that city. I don't know how the actual person who was like, they were like suffering far more from food poisoning than I was. I praise the Lord that I did not use my power to swallow my throw up, which is a power I have, that I just like would not do that at that location. And I just let it all come out, because I think that was the only way I didn't end up in the hospital, because we were like not in a place that we had a hospital. And like I know some of the rankings of the German hospitals, and don't ask me why, weird hobbies, but anyway, we were nowhere near a hospital I would feel comfortable going to. Poisoning is like actually deadly, especially from raw chicken. That's like actually deadly. And I know that the US and Germany are different, but like raw chicken is a no-no overall. I would recommend, if you are coming to Germany, do my trip from last year, so look at those vlogs, don't look at this one, as like a way to figure out what to do. Maybe like look at the Frankfurt ones and then Prague. I would probably go back to Prague. 2 days is a little bit quick. We couldn't do a lot of the stuff. Like I didn't go to the Jewish quarter. I wasn't able to do, there's like a day trip I wanted to do outside of Prague a little bit, and that would have been nice to do like with a 5th day or something, so I could still like explore some more of the city, because we really realistically only did like the top 3 items, because we couldn't really spend much time anywhere, because again we only had such a short amount of time. This location is fine. This is like a stop for like cruises, and I would say probably as a cruise stop, not bad, but I don't know necessarily. Maybe like a day and a half or 2 days would be fine here, because there's some stuff like you want to cross the river because there's like a sister town across the river that I kind of wanted to look at, but it's like there's no bridge, so you have to take a ferry across. I also realistically wanted to do the whole course, so we did like the cable car up the top and then we came back down, but there's actually another course that's like 4 parts. So you go like cable car to something else to ski lift, and then you come back down the mountain on the other side to a different town, and then you take a boat back to where we are now. And that sounded fun, but it was going to be 3 hours. My mom said we didn't have enough time. We actually realistically did have enough time. She just thought I was really into wine tasting. We did do the wine tasting. It was good. Got a good primer into German wine. We both realized that we're not wine people, we're more beer people. I am going to go to bed and I shall talk to you tomorrow. We have to leave this hotel pretty early, so breakfast is gonna be at 6:45. They negotiated an earlier time for us because the breakfast here doesn't start typically until 7:30, so they're able to get us in at 6:45, I believe, and then we will be leaving here. I think it's 7:30 is the push off time. My parents and I will be splitting up at the airport, I think, because they will be flying Air France, so they're staying in like the Schengen area, and then I have to fly directly to JFK. So I think we're going to be separated at the airport. We're both out of Terminal 2, but I think there's like separate areas because of like visa controls and stuff. Otherwise I will invite them to my lounge with me, but I don't think that they can do that. I'm just procrastinating. I really don't want to wash my face, but I know I need to. The lighting was terrible. Sorry.